Hello and welcome to Coaching with AT. Well, friends, today I'm going to talk about how to bring extraordinary results and how to be more successful in work that you do. Because whether you are in business or whether you are in job, your core goal is how to bring more excellence into your work so that you can earn more money, you can earn more profits, and you can be more successful in whatever we do. So we all try to do our best to be excellent in whatever we do, if not perfection. Now the question is that how do we become more excellent or extra performing in whatever we do? Now let's take an example. Let's think about some sports people. Let's think about PV Sindhu, Saina Nehwal, or K. Shrikant. What is so common in them? You may say that they are all badminton players. You may say that they are holding a rank, whether in the world or in the country, or whether they are extremely successful. What is it that they have? What is it that they perform every time they walk into the court? What is the secret sauce that they contain or they have within them that they are sitting at the seat of being a champion? What it takes that it makes you a champion? So whether you are in business, whether you are in job, you all want to be in that seat where you want to earn more money, promotion, and gain more, be more famous, be more active in the role that you do. So let's understand that what are the ingredients that are needed to be extremely highly performing in and delivering extraordinary results so that you can achieve excellence at par. Now, to understand this, let's understand the basic principles about what brings that extraordinary results. Now, the number one ingredient or the number one part of delivering extraordinary results is that you should know what is your purpose. Number two, you should know based on your purpose what is your priority. And number three is that comes out of your priority is your productivity. So in very simple terms, all extraordinary results revolve around these three areas, that is purpose, priority, and productivity. Purpose is nothing but simply why you do something. What wakes you up in the morning that you go out for work and deliver the best of your performance, service, or product to your customers? Why? That why is the answer that you get that helps you to drive your purpose. Number two is priority. Based on your purpose, you drive out certain actions and they become your priority areas that you do X or Y thing that helps you to meet the objectives of achieving the purpose, that why you started something. And the result that we get in the end, what we call it as productivity. And this is what is the outcome of the first two part, that is purpose and priority. So if you look at this is a triangle and this is what is integral to each other. Now, if you look at this particular picture on your screen, what it shows is a iceberg. And as we all know that when we look into an iceberg, we only see the tip of the iceberg, which is just 10% representation of the big iceberg it is, whereas the 90% is not visible. So what you see is determined by what you don't. Now, when you look at this particular diagram, which is coming on your right hand side, you see on the top, you see these are profits, and the second part is what you see is productivity. This is the 10% that is visible to all of us. This is what we see when we look at people who are highly successful, people who are champions, people who are achieving big results. But what we don't see is that what are their priorities and what was their purpose? Because this is something which is very essential when you are formulating your success strategy. When you want to build extraordinary results, you need to have a very, very deep clarity about what is your purpose, and based on that purpose, what is your priority. And all people who strive to be successful, who are already successful, they use more of purpose and priority, which pushes them to deliver the results that they are in. So if you are clear about your purpose and priority, you are definitely going to achieve extraordinary results. But then when we look at business people, when we look at people who want to extremely perform high, they only focus on the top two, that how do they perform better, how do they increase their productivity. And so they are mostly into the how part, but they are not into the why part, that why they need to do something, why they have joined a particular company, why they have joined a particular job, or why they are doing a particular role. They don't ask this question. They only ask about what is productivity and profit. And that is why they remain here on this side, and they only struggle because they don't, and whether they change jobs, whether they are, or they don't get increments, desired increments in their salaries, or if you are a business person, you don't get the desired results. And this continues to happen, and we don't know that why we are not performing in spite of hard work. Whereas people who are extremely talented, extraordinary, they are the one who work very hard in understanding why they are doing this, and in this process they define their purpose and their productivity. On the other hand, when we look at a business, any successful business, you will find that people who are highly performing in that business are the one who have a very high personal productivity as well. So what does it mean? It simply means that in an organization, in general, if you look at it, that only 20% of the people are highly productive at any point of time, whereas 80% are just clapping for them. So what is the reason? The reason is very simple, that these 20% of the people are very clear that why they are doing something. Now, in order to understand this, I'm going to now share you a simple story, a short story that will help you to understand that how you can live with a purpose, how you can define a purpose. Because this is something that will help you to understand that how you will define your purpose that will take you to a higher productivity. Now, this story is about a person. His name is Jaggi. He's living in a village. He's a very uh, cold-hearted person. He's a person who is very miser, very greedy. He's an opportunistic who just take advantage of underprivileged people or people who are in the need. That's his nature, and his only goal is, his only purpose is to make money. So this story will tell you about that how making decisions can change your destinies, can help you to define your purpose, and can make a different person out of you. So as I said, when we look at this person called Jaggi, he's not liked by anyone. On the back of his side, people say that he's a liar. He's a man who is not to be trusted. He just take advantages of people. Nobody wants to say hello to him. Nobody wants to reach out to him. But he's the one who is taking advantage of the situations because his sole purpose is to make money. And as life was going on and Jaggi was happy about whatever he's doing, and one fine day, while he was sleeping in the middle of the night, in his dreams, a man appeared. And this man was Balram. Balram was his business partner who passed away a few months back. And Balram told him in his that I am here to warn you that if you continue to do like this, if you continue to remain miser, if you are continue to remain greedy, if you continue to torture people or take advantage of them, you are going to suffer a lot. You are going to be in a lot of pain. And if you still do not change yourself, then I'm going to send three spirits who are going to teach you a lesson. And then Balram disappeared. Next day morning, Jaggi got up and he felt that it's just a fluke, nothing happens. And he continued the way he used to do, and again, taking advantage of people and situations as things were happening. And after a few days, while Jaggi was deep asleep, and once again in the middle of night, three spirits appear. Now these spirits were past, present, and future. First, past came close to him and showed Jaggi that how he has lived his life so far, how he has tortured people, and how people are talking about him, about the sufferings that they have undergone under Jaggi's rule or under the influence of him. The present showed him that that what is the current situation, that whatever money that he has made is of no use, because nobody is wants to be close to him, and nobody wants to be associated with Jaggi, and nobody is talking good about him. Whereas the future showed him that if he continues to do like this, he is going to be a loser. He is going to be a sufferer. He is going to be a person who is going to be most disliked, and he might be thrown out of the village. And after some time, all the three spirits disappeared. And next day morning, when Jaggi got up, he left home. And while he was leaving, he realized that still there is some time. I can still change my fate. I think it was a high wake up call for me that I need to change. And next day morning, Jaggi went out in the market, and the first boy he met, he took him to the sweet shop. He bought him a big sweet box and handed over to him. Then he went to the ration shop and he bought 3 months' ration and sent it to his sole employee anonymously, so that nobody knows that it was sent by Jaggi. After that, he went to a preacher who was asking for charity, and he gave them a huge amount of money, saying that please forgive him for all his cruelness that he has done so far, and he wanted to donate as much money as possible. From here, Jaggi went further to his nephew's house, where he apologized them for all the misbehavior and misconduct that he has been doing for the past. And not only that, he supported them with a lot of money and even invited them for a dinner. Everybody was shocked. What is happening to this person? Because there was a sea change and people wanted to test him. And from here on, Jaggi's sole purpose of life was to help people, to use the entire money that whatever he has gained only for the benefit of people, only for the purpose of helping people so that they can grow. Now, what does it tell? Now, what does it tell? It simply tells that Jaggi started living by way of priority, by way of it simply tells that Jaggi started living by way of priority, by way of productivity. And the whole idea was that his purpose was to help people. Now, when we look at it, let's look at this story from a background, from the point of view to understand the purpose. Now, in the first part that you see that Jaggi was extremely violent, was opportunistic, was only there to take advantage of money. His whole sole purpose was to earn money. So when he's just earning money while he was talking to people and trying to take advantage of it, and while when he's not doing anything, he's either counting money, he's lending money, or he's doing the accounting of his money. His whole sole purpose is money, money, and money by all means or by any means. And on the other side, Jaggi felt that he's doing great. He said that I'm satisfied because that was the whole purpose, that I'm meeting my purpose. While on the other side, the people felt that he's not a person to be trusted, only because they had no option that they had to trust him or go close to him. And when Jaggi transformed his purpose from money to supporting people or helping people, the entire process changed, because earlier he used to earn money or care for money and take advantage of people. Now he's taking care of people and he's investing his entire money on them. His whole purpose is now that in whatever form, whatever way, whatever things that he can do, he can help people. Now look at this, that the moment he started making this shift in his purpose, his actions started changing. And these actions are nothing but the priorities. And the results were measured, that Jaggi measured, was in terms of the happiness and peace and satisfaction that he was getting out of it. So just by making choices, by making decisions that made a change, a shift in your destiny, that where it is taking. So the whole idea is that you need to define your purpose, which helps you to set your priorities, and from priorities you set your productivity or the results that you get.
But I would say being in the limelight or being at the top now, I always want to be grounded, because my father always tells me, you've come up from this level, and how much ever higher you go, you always have to be grounded, because you should know that from which level you have come. I think that really pricks me all the time, that we need to be like that, because because of badminton you're there now.
So when I ask a lot of people in one-on-one coaching sessions that what is the purpose that you're looking at, so eventually after a lot of questioning, the one thing that comes out is that I'm looking for happiness, I'm looking for contentment, I'm looking for peace. And when people know that this is the most important thing that they want, still they pay least attention to it. And their major idea is that it's all about money. No doubt money is important. Money is as important as you exchange the value of your energy that you spend in doing certain things, but that is not the entire thing. So what is your purpose? Once you are clear about your purpose, you can easily define your actions. So when you look at these star performers, these players or people who are performing very high, they are very clear about that, what is their purpose, that why they are here for, and money follows them. And money follows them. So this is the key differentiator, that why certain people only struggle and they remain in finding out the answers of their productivity or profits, whereas people who are doing extremely well, they are actually fulfilling their core dream, their core purpose of their life. So many a times you would realize that these people may not be successful in terms of earning a lot of money or profit, or they are not hugely successful in the external world, but internally they are very happy, they are more satisfied, they are more content, because people, in spite of the fact that they earn a lot of money, they are not happy. So there is no there is no surprise that they are not too sure that what was the purpose that they were making money out of. So I hope this would have given you some insight about that, how to differentiate between a performer and an extraordinary performer, because it's not the money or the show that you create out of your results, but it is your inner strength, your inner satisfaction and inner happiness that can transform the moment you are clear about your purpose. So I hope this video would have given you some insights about how to define your purpose, and from your purpose, how do you define your priorities? And then from there, whatever comes is the real fruit that is going to give you the real benefits in your life. Hope you like the story. Hope you like the concept. And if you liked it, do share your comments below and share the story with more people so that more people can get enlightened. Thanks for watching once again this channel, Coaching with AT. And if you like it, do subscribe this channel and be with me. I'm coming forward again with some more stories and new concepts to you. Thanks for watching.